Welcome back to Finger Finance Videos, where we unravel the mysteries of the global economy. In today's episode of Did You Know, we are diving into a fascinating topic on manias and economic bubbles for the month of February. But before we dive in, let's clarify our term. What exactly is a global economic meltdown? It is a catastrophic downturn in the world economy characterized by widespread financial distress, market crashes, and economic recession or depression. What makes it global? It affects multiple countries and regions, causing a domino effect of economic turmoil. Now, let's talk about manias. A mania is an extreme enthusiasm or obsession, often irrational, that grips a large number of people. In the context of economics, it refers to periods of speculative frenzy or irrational exuberance that drive asset prices to unsustainable levels. Understanding the psychology of human behavior in economic decision making is crucial. It shapes market dynamics, driving boom and bust, greed, fear, herd mentality. These psychological factors can amplify market movement and contribute to the formation of bubbles. Picture a quaint town plagued by a curious infestation of rats. The townspeople, desperate for a solution, turn to a mysterious piper who promises to rid them of their rodent problem. With a mesmerizing melody, he lures the rats away, leading them to their demise in the river. But when the townspeople refuse to pay the piper for his services, he exacts a terrible revenge, leading the children away, never to be seen again. This is the story of the Pied Piper of Hamelin, a timeless tale that, upon closer examination, reveals striking parallels to the world of finance and economics. Just as the townspeople were swept up in the piper's mesmerizing tune, so too can the investors be captivated by the allure of speculative bubbles and manias. The piper's hypnotic melody represents the irresistible allure of potential profit during periods of economic exuberance. Investors, like the townspeople, are drawn in by the promises of riches, eagerly following the pied papers of the financial world. However, just as the townspeople fail to heed the warnings and the consequences of their actions, investors often overlook the inherent risk and fragility of speculative bubbles. When the music stops and reality sets in, the consequences can be devastating, much like the aftermath of a bursting economic bubble. So, can the story of the Papa of Hamelin be considered an allegory for manners and economic bubbles? Absolutely. It serves as a cautionary tale, reminding us of the dangers of blind greed and the importance of prudence and skepticism in the face of speculative frenzy. Now, let's explore some historical examples of global economic meltdowns driven by psychological manias. The dark tulip-mania of 1637. It all started with tulip bulbs in the Netherlands. During the 17th century, tulip prices soared to astronomical levels, fueled by speculation and greed. At the peak, a single tulip bulb could cost as much as a house. When the bubble inevitably burst, it led to financial ruin for many investors. The South Sea Bubble of 1720. In 18th century England, the South Sea Company captured the imagination of investors with promises of wealth from trading with South America. Investors clamored to buy shares, driving prices to dizzying heights. However, the company's ventures proved fruitless and the bubble burst, causing widespread financial devastation. The dot-com bubble from 1995 to 2000. Fast forward to the late 20th century, and the Internet revolution was in full swing. Investors poured money into dot-com companies regardless of whether they had viable business models. Stock prices soared to absurd levels, only to come crashing down when reality set in, wiping out trillions of dollars in market value. The Japanese asset price bubble in the 1980s. During the late 1980s, Japan experienced one of the most notorious economic bubbles in history. Fueled by excessive speculation and easy credit, asset prices, particularly in real estate and stocks, soared to unprecedented levels. The bubble eventually burst in the early 1990s, leading to a prolonged period of economic stagnation known as the Lost Decade. The South African property bubble in 2000. South Africa experienced a property bubble in the early to mid 2000s, fueled by low interest rates, speculative investment, and a surge in mortgage lending. Property prices soared to unsustainable levels, particularly in urban areas like Cape Town and Johannesburg. When the global financial crisis hit in 2008, the bubble burst, leading to a sharp decline in property values and causing distress in the real estate market. So, what can we learn from this episode? First, recognize the signs of a mania. 1. Excessive speculation. 2. Irrational exuberance. And 3. Unsustainable price growth. Secondly, understand the features of an economic bubble. 1. Inflated asset prices. 2. Excessive leverage. And 3. Widespread euphoria. Thirdly, be wary of irrational exuberance and speculative bubbles. Fourthly, understand the psychology of market cycles and the importance of contrarian thinking. And finally, diversify your investment and have a long-term perspective to weather market volatility. Stay tuned for more fascinating insights into the unexpected stories that have shaped our global economy. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on our financial deep dive. Until next time, I'm Dorcas and signing off for Finance videos.